hello in our agency. This one is like conference hall for our agency, but all working rooms are upstairs. Now we have not just on second floor, but also on first floor. Since our agency is getting bigger and bigger, we have not just Erasmus Plus, but also some national things and EU funds. Therefore, yeah, as I said, our agency is growing a lot. But today we are talking again about social inclusion. Therefore, please, Jana, make your presentation.
Speech.
Speech, yes.
Give us speech.
Yeah, speech.
Hello, I'm happy be here with you. My name is Jana Jarinovska. I am from LGBT organization Mozaika. We are only LGBT organization in Latvia. So we try to include everybody and everything. Let's do that way. I will give a short presentation that you understand what we are doing, why we are doing, and what is our main goals. And then you can ask me questions. You can give some advices, or we can just talk a little bit. Okay. LGBT organization Mozaika was founded in 2006. Why it happened? There is also me in that corner. This is this year board. We have.
Excuse me. Is it the music coming from the computer?
No.
Is it goes through the computer
Music?
to the computer?
You don't like music?
No, it's okay. Just music is playing right now. Simply.
Hi.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I was thinking later to sing, but that you don't like the music.
Music, but then we don't hear you.
Please dance, maybe.
Probably. Let's see. Okay. Yes, it was founded in 2006. Before that, in Latvia, nobody talks about LGBT. In 2006, some guys tried to make the first Pride parade, and after this Pride parade there comes very aggressive hate speech, very aggressive against LGBT people. That year was a pre-election year, so a lot of politicians catch the point that they found person groups against what they can fight, and of course what need to voters, they need that bad thing which our politicians will save us. So LGBT people comes that bad persons, and we heard a lot of hate speech, we heard a lot of bad things, and actually I'm giving the presentations a lot of times, and in previously year September I was also talking, and I said, oh, finally it's that our politicians need to think what they are saying, because now we are living in that time that you can't say bad things about LGBT. I was wrong, because in this January some politicians catch up that this year it will be Baltic Pride year in Latvia, and it will be in Riga. So they start to very bad and very aggressive against Pride campaign, which of course include a lot of hate speech. But again, back to Mozaika. We are, of course, that we are only LGBT organization. We are trying to include everybody, and then try to work with all the groups, with youth, with trans persons, with non-binary, lesbians, gays, seniors. So we have a lot of work to do, but we don't have so much people who are ready to do something. But we are trying. Everybody is working now voluntarily because that I mentioned that our government is not supportive too much. Pride, the biggest. Everybody's saying to Mozaika, why are you making prides? Because this is marching, people becomes angry, and you can do somehow else. You can make some workshops, you can make some actions, but maybe not the Pride Parade. We are making Pride Parade because I will tell. The Pride starts 2006, 2007, 2008. Then we understand that if we are making every year Pride Parade, we are so small group of people, then you just burn out. And after a few years, we will all in the grave, probably. So we cooperate with our neighbors, Estonia and Lithuania. So we make the Baltic Pride, and so it's happened each year in every capital of the city. So Baltic Pride, we were so lucky that we have Euro Pride in 2015, which was like amazing event. That was one of the biggest parades in former Soviet Union, and it was the closest Euro Pride to Russian borders. and yes, and we have 5,000 people marching. So that is like very big number, because in 2006 there was walking some 100 people, and there was some 200, 300 Protestant. Then in Europride there was 5,000 walking and some 40 Protestants. Boring. And this year, of course, in Riga we will hold the Baltic Pride, and this year is Latvia 100th anniversary year, so we are making 100 events for Latvia 100th anniversary. And why Pride is so important to Latvia? Because we are making workshops. We are making for youth, for elders. We are making for parents group. We are making lot of events. But only who comes to these events are our friends or those who are very close to LGBT people. They don't come people who is from the street. And that is so important to make this Pride March, Pride event. Then people heard, they see, the press is like calling us, our phone is just all the time busy, because that is the moment when everybody realized, whoa, in Latvia there is LGBT people, amazing. And that is why this is so important. And we have very, very big luck in Europride. I have pictures. I have pictures from, sorry. This is Pride in 2006. You can just look out. There was a pretty funny story about the guy who is on that side. There was some French tourists walking past, and they were like, because this actions was happening not only in the Pride Day, but also meanwhile, and some French tourist was walking by, and they were like, we are sorry, against what they are protesting, they don't like this pose? This is 2006, and this is 2015, and one of the greatest things what happened is that our people who is open-minded, singers, poetry, artists. We have this internet magazine called Satori. It's like for smart ones. And they make this campaign which called "Proud to be Homo sapiens," and they also go to this march. They make speeches, they talk to the people and say, you know, you don't need to be homosexual to support some of your friend. And that was one of the key moments that when majority stands with the minority. So we think one of the also reasons why we have this Europride so successful, it was that famous peoples wasn't afraid to say good things about LGBT community. And yes, I was, of course, we have also in our community people who are saying that no, we don't need this much, we don't need to do that. But I really think that it's the key point when people talk, when people understand that yes, when you open the internet, whatever page, there is pride, and then you just can't escape LGBT people. So prides are very important. Of course, we have supporters, and one of the major supporters, I think, it's embassies, because our governments, I will say, not really interested in us. Yeah, I will say that because I can't swear here. Sweden, Germany, Denmark, USA, Israel, Netherlands, they are like biggest supporters. We have in May, Idaho is, sorry, maybe somebody, 17 May, yeah, I think so. We sent, that was previously here, I think so, maybe not, previously. We sent to all embassies rainbow flags, also to Russia, and we asked them to put them out, the flags, to support us. A lot of embassies, of course, do that. Russians don't answer us at all. We have also friends like Kaņepes Kultūras Centers, which always invited us, and we can make events there. We have small companies, but we never have feeling that there is some. There is more than if somebody wants to support us, then they are okay. We will support us, but maybe don't put our name there that we are supporting you. A lot of people still think that support LGBT is something bad. It's something that it can make them not so good anymore, and some clients can go away because they will know that this company supports LGBT. In social media you can find us, yes, Facebook, yes, homepage. It is very sad story because we have been hacked previously year. All information was deleted and we can't make it back, so we have a thought to make new homepage or cooperate, because we will have now Baltic Pride and make our homepage together with like Baltic Pride, and now we are thinking what to do. Definitely will be Baltic Pride homepage. About Mozaika homepage we are thinking, because again we need people who are ready to do, who are ready to work, and it is hard to find a person who is ready to do things for free. Yes, people who knew that sounds loud. Because it was so funny. I will tell that's end of my presentation. From my life story, I'm in the daytime I'm selling office supplies. So if you need office supplies, you can reach to me. I will give you the best paper in the world. But of course, definitely. And I was before Christmas. I'm going to my clients to visit them, to talk, chat a little bit, and then I'm going to one of my clients. I'm like, oh, hello, we start to talk about things, and then she's like, you know, I saw you on Facebook. Oh, good. And she's like, no, actually, I saw you were write an article about why you won't go to some things, and what are you doing? And then I start to watch out, looking, what are you doing, and understand that you are like working in this organization. And I was so surprised because I all the time think that all these people who is working in organizations, they are working there and they have the salaries. I never thought that you have your job and later you are doing something. Yeah, we all know that kind of. And I think a lot of people have this thought in Latvia that if you are working in a NGO, then you are getting big Soros money and then just swimming in the money. It's not that actually you are a little bit even paying for that you are doing stuff. You need to print some paper, and then you need to buy in your work good paper for less money. So yes, one of our biggest problems is that we can't get enough people who is ready to be active, and to be active for restart now. No. Let's pick a time.
Don't install it because I did it.
This is not my computer, so I don't care.
Yeah. You can do what you want. Take your time. Your energy.
We have talking about the computers. One of our supporters gave us Latvia made the computer. It's called Gauja. Gauja is like river, and it's very long river. So we are laughing that this computer Gauja is also like long river. It's fucking long, and then it's very, very like super slow. And then we have we're making like events, like some movie watching, and then this Gauja few times decided to make this updates. It's like having like 2 hours, and we don't have any computer else. Okay, we need to find somebody with the computer. So if you decided to buy some computer done by Gauja, or maybe buy it, then you will
Have extra one.
no, you will teach to be very, very patient. So it's also good. So, what do you want to hear more from me?
Do you have any idea that how are the Russian-speaking LGBTQ people doing in Latvia, and do they have a community or like anything?
It is a very good question, because we were talking about we can't reach them. We know that there is a few of my friends are Russian speaking. Actually, my surname like Yarenovsko means something. I'm half of Russian. My father is Russian, but we can't reach them. I don't know how to do that. It's also we have very good community. We have made this youth group called Skapis. In English, it will be closet. We were playing with the words, and they are now very active. They are doing things, but there is all of them are Latvian speaking. And we have make events, and we put in a lot of pages where is also Russian speaking community, but they are maybe more afraid or not so interested. Also, what is of course, I don't want to switch like by the genders, because now we in our youth we have a lot of non-binary people who don't put them in any shelf. They are just like fluid. But if we are like watching how many people are coming to the events, their majority is women. We have talked with the gay guys. They like to party, and that is, and so we understand, and we are making some some party evenings. We have our friendly clubs, and they are meeting there, and they are feeling good. They won't come to the workshop and listen about how to live in Latvia. They are not interesting. They want to listen to good music, dance, and do some other gay things. Yes, but we can't reach.
How is it in other Baltic countries? There are Russian-speaking population.
I can't comment.
Okay.
I can comment that Lithuania have very strong community LGL. They are working. They have a lot of projects, and they are really like powerful. Now they are working with trans issues more, and they have a good community. I know Estonians, because they didn't make the marches, they don't have community at all. They are not people very active in Estonia. So we are in the middle. So we are also in the middle. We don't have money, but we have a very good community who is not like activists who are active, ready to do something, but they are ready to come to the events, listen. They are, if we are making like interesting events, then we have some 50 plus people coming to listen. I think it's pretty good number, and also we are making these events in Riga, so we didn't cover like very big area, which is like in other cities. We have tried to go to Liepāja. It is third biggest city. Yeah, third, I think so. Yeah. It was 3 years ago. We put this in the media. We put it in Facebook. We write, and in the end there come 3 persons. It's sad. But also, later people were writing to me that we were going to this cafe, we are stand out, and we don't have enough strength to go in. So maybe if you come next time, then we will have enough strength to come in. So it's also very important. I'm a little bit sad that you can't come to our office because it's in the basement, half of basement. But I'm not very happy about our office because we are now there some 5 years, I think so. And there is we are like in half basement, and then there is like windows to the street, and everybody who is passing by, they can like watch what is going on in the office. And I remember when I was in the closet, and if I will come to this office and I will see that everybody who is passing by can see me, I will never go in this office, like never in my life. I will just turn around and go away. So I think that is also one of the reasons why people probably not coming to our office. They better come to other places where we have some discussions and some speeches, because if you are in the closet, then you are scared as very much. So, something else? Some questions?
What about your youth work?
Youth?
Because I know you have.
Yes, we have this Skapis. And we were talking about in our board meetings what we are doing with the Skapis. Are we letting them do what they want, feel them free, or we are checking? Then we decided that we will let them do what they want, because they are very young. They have these ideas. What I don't feel old, but sometimes when I'm listening, okay, are you sure about that? Yes. Okay. So we decided that we have this Katri. No, he's not. He's not so active. Elena is very active. We have very strong personality. So they are making events, they are making magazines, but it's really hard for me to comment what they are doing, because we are really trying to let them do, and then when they grow up they come to Mozaika and then they are useful for us. We give them space, we give them if they need some advices, but they don't need our advices. They are smart by themselves. But yeah, we have very strong this youth community some 6 years ago. Then somehow it's little bit go down, and now for this is always third year. Now they are very active. They are also going to the projects, and we are happy that they can meet. They are meeting like 2 times, one time in 2 weeks. So we are happy that they are working. They are doing.
How many people are in Skapis?
In Skapis, it depends, but I understand some 15 definitely.
And can you comment, if you can, on some projects what they do? Because I heard that they do some Erasmus project, the young Skapis club, or like if you have this information.
I have. They are going. Oh Jesus, how it's called? In Netherlands, in Omen, there is a project Rainbow. I think it's also called Rainbow, and it lasts some 2 years. So 2 years they are going there. Now they are making one more project, what is like Rainbow Open or something like that, and then they are going. I think we have in one time there always kind of goes 5 people. So we have been in Netherlands some more than 10 times. So yeah, and then also now there is one of the groups who is going there, and I know that now we are also in some contact with somebody from Finland probably, but I'm not sure. This is doing Elena, and making some films about LGBT people. But yeah, we are always searching for partners. We are always searching for projects, because it's very important for us. So you are welcome to come to talk with me, to text me, to invite us, and we are open to that.
I think maybe some other question or comment, or maybe you can comment on that. I've been talking with some colleagues as well from other countries, and who are working for doing inclusive projects, like doing projects together, like with different young people, right? Despite the fact that you are one or the other, like you see yourself like more homosexual or heterosexual. It's like without any, let's say, borders. And they are saying that the strategy what they use, they are never highlighting, let's say, the LGBT issues, and they don't do project on LGBT, but they do project like on issues which are relevant, important for the young people. So I'm wondering, like, what is the approach of Mozaika, of the youth club? Like, what kind of projects the girls are interested, or I mean, not the girls, but actually the young people who are there, what they are interested in? Is it about raising awareness about the LGBT issues, or are those projects like any possible project, or any other issues which are actual for the young people? Just what is this field of interest of your youth sector of the organization? Because here are also different organizations represented in the study visit, and if I would put myself also as a participant in the study visit, I would think like, how can I cooperate with you, and what is your field of interest? So like to find this the connecting point. So maybe you can comment on that.
If you are talking about youth organization, it's not only about youth organization, but it's about LGBT in Latvia at all. That we are writing projects for our government. It's always are rejected. And if there is topic LGBT, then you can write like the best project in the world. It will be rejected because in some little city there is library which needs support. One of the main points what we also try to reach and try to do is to put people together, to give them opportunity to meet other people, to talk with other people, because one of the biggest problem in Latvia, a lot of LGBT people, they are living and thinking that they are alone. They are like this only gay in the village. And this is very important that they are meeting whatever project it is, whatever inclusive, that they can be together, they can be to the people who is not talking shit about LGBT people. It can be other projects. Definitely. It is very important that they can, okay, I'll be honest, Latvia is not like very young people. They don't have a lot of money to travel around to meet the new persons, to get the contacts, and if they get in some project and they can go out, it's like big opportunity to them to meet people, to reach out and then have contacts with other, to see other life. Imagine if you are living in some very small city where around is only grandmothers and grandfather who is talking about everything shit. Not only about LGBT, but like everything. The government is bad, the school is bad, the weather, oh my God. And you know, if you are living like all the time there, then in one time, in one moment you also become that kind of person, that everything is bad, then everything is awful, and it's no reasons to do anything. And I must admit that also to this Erasmus project every time we need to send 5 people, and it is hard to get these 5 people because Latvians are not active. Latvians are like, why should I do that? I'm not ready. But then they go to this project and they're like, oh, that was amazing. But you need to get these people, you need to, and there is few persons what we have sent to the project only because we don't have enough people. If I have decided not to send this person to some project, I wouldn't do that. And then the main point is to get people out from this depression feeling, because young people, they are interested in a lot of things. We are not talking only about LGBT.
I think that's the kind of the point that you have to understand in the Erasmus Plus projects as well, that it's depending on the young people's interest. Many times if you work with young people from minorities or disregarded groups or excluded groups, they still find similar interests in life, be it on the very level of that I like music, to the deeper level of what's my future like? Do I have the same rights? What could I do to be happy? Things like that. It doesn't matter what the background is, and like you said, mixed project where people from different backgrounds and different minorities, whatever, or just mainstream people and minority people meet, are very good in opening eyes on both sides. When the young people talk about their real life, their own situation, and compare understanding. So if I would just say that if you are willing to have these eye-opening experiences, then try and choose partners that are maybe not the same as your young people. Be it sexual minority or immigrant background or different religion or you name it, so it's fine. I had another point. I'm trying to look at you, but it doesn't help. So I'll talk later.
Okay.
Maybe.
Something else? I'll tell you. Yes.
How about in schools and in, like, let's say, other, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I answer your question.
Are you part of the, did you take part in IGLIO's, this Inclusive Education Index?
We can't do that because Latvia, maybe somebody knows, maybe somebody not, there is this big organization, ILGA, which is like organization, and they are making the map of the LGBT people living in the countries. And Latvia have the last place. Woo! Why? Before us there was Lithuania, but then in 2016, yes, we have this fantastic law which called
Yeah, I was trying to translate it yesterday. It's actually quite complicated. It's kind of a law on ethics, kind of ethics. Yeah, because there is
morality.
Oh, morality.
It's called
yeah.
morality law. We have morality law. That's what morality? It's not kind of understandable, but it scares a lot of people, a lot of teachers. And before they were ready to talk about LGBT topics, then now they are better not, because you will never know will you get under this this law or not. So we are, the schools are close to us. So even if we want, if we try, there is also this organization which is very nice, Papa the Ziets. They have this year 25 years anniversary. And even I remember in the preschool they are coming. I'm not from Riga. I'm from Uogra. It is some 40 kilometers from Riga. They are coming to our cities, and then we have once in a semester we have lectures about sexual health. What was like amazing. It was when I was going to school. It is beginning of 90s, and in this time we are talking about sexual education. And I remember, and I think that was amazing. That was so good that we talk of, and also we talk about LGBT people, and now they are also trying to go to the schools to teach. But no, they don't put them in the schools because it's not good. But in the same time, there is this organization, Asociācija ģimene, Association of Families, which is like very Christian, and I'm not against Christians. I'm half Christian also. Okay, but they are like very aggressive, and they are not the best one. And they are like very, very, very aggressive, talking about all the LGBT people and about sexual health, and they are just calling. This is so nice that they are calling to schools. Then they are like, we will come to you because like we are Christians and we will give you a speech. And of course, school says, yes, fine, let's do. But we have one activist, which is lawyer, and she was expecting one baby, and a little bit later, second baby. So she was at the home. She was nothing to do, and she was checking because in school homepages they were putting this information that they will come this association ģimene. And then she was calling to the school and asking, sorry, here is calling from school counselor from Riga. Are you putting this in your agenda? Are you saskaņots, kā ir saskaņots?
To get confirmation.
Yeah, confirmation with the Riga council. And then always this event was cancelled because nobody did that. So we were a little bit happy about this Dace, her work that she did. So now in schools we can't get in the schools, and also we have teachers who is homosexuals and who are writing to us that they don't feel safe because they are living in some small village and they are a couple. One is English teacher, one is chemistry or something like that. I don't remember. And they don't feel safe because if somebody from the school gets to know that they are a couple, how they will treat them, that they get fired. So yes. But we are moving on. We are very happy about our youth, and I believe that. I think that now the biggest problem is our government, our politicians who are still from Soviet Union time, and they are like very small-minded. I hope they will change, that there comes new politicians, that we don't need to wait till they die. But my thought is that we need some 4 years and everything will change. Because in LGBT situation, if we are like looking to the different countries, it's always have been that nothing, and then in one moment snap, and it's just everything happened. Like one of the best examples are Malta, which is like super religious, amazing religious. They even have, I think they still have this law that if you get married, then you can't divorce. So think twice if you get married. And yes, and now they have everything. They have partnership, they have marriage, they have transgender, transperson law. They have everything, and it's happened like in 2 years in a row. Why? Because there was a politician who was interested, who was open-minded, and who was ready to listen and to lobby. Now, yes, we have some politicians who are open-minded, and if we have some political discussion, they are coming, the same people, like 10 years. But we have new parties, so this year, this will be election year. This year will be Baltic Pride year. I think this will be hot year for us. And of course, everybody is welcome from events will start from 3rd of March. We will have different kind of events, but the biggest, it was from